Hi, welcome to Sprinkle with Hope podcast. This is your host, Jason, and we have an awesome guest with us, really, as always. But, this was really fun for me and Shane. It was somebody that we grew up with in our childhood, hearing his music. It was really kind of a fun discussion that we had with Fred Schneider. So here we go.
Yeah, it was really fun. He was a lead singer of the B-52's back in the day. Just a great guy. Jason and I, likely a lot of you have listened to his stuff. So it was a fun discussion and, just was a great time.
Welcome to the Sprinkled with Hope podcast.
This is Jason, and this is Shane.
And it's podcast time.
Welcome to Sprinkle with Hope. We have an awesome guest with us today, Fred Schneider. Fred, thank you so much for coming on with us and having a discussion with us, and we're so grateful you're with us.
Well, thank you. Good to be there, everywhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Fred, why don't you give a little bit of background, whatever you want to talk about, where you come from and where you're going, and all of those things.
I'm from New Jersey and had hated high school so much and wanted to get away from being, at home. So I chose to go to Georgia, and thank God I did, because I went to college at the university and dropped out. And since I don't have any skills, marketable, lawyer or doctor or journalist, like I was going to study, but I don't think journalists make that much money, but it's more like a labor of love. Luckily, I've wound up in the B-52's, and now I'm working with Ursula 1000. I have another band, the Superions. I'm working with Brian Hardgroup from Public Enemy. I like to write lyrics and sing. I mean, I wouldn't be singing like Wilson Pickett or somebody, but
Right. That's awesome. Well, I sure, I grew up with the B-52's music, and I sure appreciate, your music that you put out, and that was my childhood. So thank you for writing that music and putting it out for us to enjoy.
Yeah, it was a real collaborative effort. We had 5 very different people, but with a lot of shared likes and dislikes. And luckily, we got together one night after Halloween, and it took off. Eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long did it take you guys? Because I know you started pretty small. I was reading a little bit about that. And how long did it take you guys to really get going?
Let's see. Okay. Well, we started in '76 after Halloween, which is when I met Cindy. I still have photos of that day, actually. And then we did our first show in '77. And then we did our first public show at Max's Kansas City in December of '77. And we didn't sign with Warner Brothers until '79. So
took you a few years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So when you guys signed on with Warner Brothers, did it just take off from there, or did it take a little bit of time to get going?
Well, Rock Lobster actually was a big hit in Australia. And we toured and all that, but our album was going off the charts. And then we did Saturday Night Live in '79, and that actually pushed us into a whole nother level, and things really started taking off.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool. You mentioned you're now.
You broke up there.
You mentioned you're in a band now.
Well, no, I'm in the I have another band called the Superions. I'm working with Brian Hardgrove from Public Enemy. I've done several songs with Ursula 1000. And there's videos of those. There's a song out now called the Neptune Freeze.
Okay, it's really cool.
Yeah. So that is really cool.
Yeah, and I worked with Sean from the Soup Dragons and did a song called Truck, which I think is one of the best songs I've done.
Huh.
That's cool.
I'll have to check that one out. I don't think I've heard it. Yeah, that's awesome. Because we grew up with.
Doing what I want to do. I've worked my butt off for 40 years, so I want to do what I want to do. Unfortunately, we had to cancel all our shows for this year thanks to the dump virus. But hopefully next year things will change.
Right.
Yes. Right. Are you planning to go on tour next year?
Well, we'll do shows.
Shows.
I have a coffee company too. It's called Breaking. If you go to communityroaster.com, you can see all our coffees. And I want to get back to Florida, do that, but the governor's such an asshole. Clueless.
Yeah.
It's just making it impossible for anyone to go without quarantining and.
Yep. Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So is there anything else, that you're working on in your life outside of music, or are you just focused on that right now, other than, I guess, the coffee thing that you have as well?
Well, the coffee since I own half the company, my friend who I have known for more than 20-something years just gave me half the company. And I'm really involved with image and promoting and getting organizations, because what we want to do is, instead of trying to sell at like big box stores, we're working with progressive organizations and nonprofits, and what they do is they do subscriptions, and because it's such a hard time to raise money now, but we have some really good organizations signing on, and we have the students at the local college who are real progressive and ecological minded, and they're helping and excited. So it's great to have all that young energy and do something positive.
Yeah. That's great. That really is one of the reasons why Jason and I do the podcast, that we want to share and give to the world, that we feel like we have a great message, and just upbeat and positive and those type of things. And so I agree with you, Fred, that, the young kids, they should be getting more involved. So I think that's great to hear.
Yeah, it's gotten to a point where since, because of the COVID thing and distancing, because even though Florida doesn't practice anything, it seems, except social closeness, we do practice all the distancing and all that, but we just get tons of people just coming because they want to be a part of what we're doing, which hopefully will work out once this thing is over. So if people are interested, it's communityroaster.com. And we also give back to one of our good friends who helps us, is from Laos. And so we give 10% of our profit back to Laos to get rid of landmines and buy snake anti-venom for snake bites.
That is so awesome. That is cool, and that's so awesome that you're giving back and giving back to that community. I have some friends that are from Laos and that work with us here in Utah, and they still have family back there, and I know that it's a different place there, right? I mean, it's third world. So
yeah, we try to buy my first blend, Fred's Monster blend, came from Laos, so I'm trying to get that back because it's sort of what got people really interested in the coffee, my coffee blend. But all our coffees are organic, shade grown. In Laos, the women make the same salaries as the men, and they're wonderful. All the Lao people I know are wonderful.
Yeah, we work with a lot of them, and they're fantastic people. Really giving of time and everything they have. So that's awesome. You're giving back to them. That's really
Well,
cool.
it was a no-brainer. I mean, I got half the coffee company, and it's like, whatever you want to do, because I've always been someone who donated to causes. Because what I wanted to be when I was a kid was a conservationist. So I don't think really. I went to college and wound up in forestry, which has nothing to do with. You conserve trees to cut down or something.
Yeah.
But you know what? I got out of New Jersey. I mean, no offense against New Jersey, I do like New Jersey. And my family's still there. But I've always been interested in conservation, and so it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It makes you
That's
feel
really awesome.
I mean, why have a career if you can't do more than just shake your tired ass on stage?
Yeah.
Right. Right. So what are you other than your coffee, what are you most excited about in your life right now? What's going on other than that in Fred's life?
Oh boy. I don't know. I was the world's worst antiques dealer for a while, so I'm sitting on a pile of sterling silver and pottery and all this other stuff. Because I sort of kept all the good stuff for myself. So eventually I want to sell that, but that's all in storage. I don't know. I'll just keep writing. I'm writing another song for Elvira, Cassandra Peterson, who is a friend, and I don't know if you. Oh, it's Halloween, so you should tell everyone to check out the song I wrote, Two Big Pumpkins.
Two Big Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll definitely check that out.
Her pumpkin patch.
Huh, that's cool. So you write a lot of songs for other people then?
Yes, I do, and actually I have several Halloween videos out. Bat Baby, Vampire Vamp was used in a TV show recently. That's with Ursula 1000.
Huh.
I like Halloween. I'm working on Halloween now.
I'm a huge Halloween fan.
Yeah, we love Halloween.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my Halloween decorations. I need to get an orange tree.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, you can
That's
get
awesome.
Halloween decorations now, so why not? I mean,
Yeah, amen.
I like all that Christmas crap, and hopefully they're going to re-release my Christmas album with the Superions this year. So that's something to look for. I think we'll have to change the name. Maybe we'll change it to Fruitcake. We have a whole bunch of Christmas videos for that. So I like to say holiday videos.
Yeah, holiday videos. Yeah.
So
Pardon?
how long does it typically take you to write a song? Like just if you were to sit down and write, does it take you months or weeks, or what does it typically take you?
It depends. If I'm in like with the Superions, a lot of the songs just they had music and I just jammed off the top of my head, and then would just listen back because I didn't remember what I said.
Yeah.
And so it depends. Like, if I sat down and finished this song for Elvira, it'd take me like an hour.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so it depends on the vibe that you're getting, or if you're really focused on that.
I play music that it's not, I don't play Halloween music while I'm doing it necessarily. So
Yeah.
So I did find a CD, a Halloween CD on Amazon. I would recommend, maybe not get it from Amazon, called Halloween Farce. And
Okay.
it's great because it has like chimes and then church bells and then big loud wet farts. So it's, you know, spooky noise.
That's awesome.
I love that kind of stuff.
That's entertainment. Come over to my house. That's really bad.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That's awesome. Well, what else have you got going on in your life? Just writing music.
I love playing music. And I opened this box that I'd stuck in a closet, and it's from 2007, and it has a stack of songs I'd forgotten about. So I'm going to go through those because I'm working with another artist who is more serious, because I do write some serious songs. And he has, no, I do. He's sort of like a updated Brian Ferry, or some of a little more sophistication and all that. Well, he works for Prada, so he's definitely a lot more sophisticated than me. But he has a really good voice and really talented. So I'm writing songs with him, and Hardwoods is doing music. So pretty much that. Because I'm sort of quarantined, and since I'm the world's worst housekeeper, I have to figure out, you know, what the hell I'm going to do with the mess in the house.
Yeah.
But then your time writing songs. That's great. I love it.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome.
And I wrote a book of poetry with Kenny Sharp, illustrating, and so I'm going to add a lot more, well, maybe not a lot more, but some more poems, and re-release that, and hopefully. And I don't know, I like to write.
That's awesome. That's awesome. My son loves to write. He's just starting to learn that.
Pardon?
Oh, I was just saying my son, my 17-year-old son, he's really started getting into writing his own music, and it's pretty cool to see because he's pretty good at it. I don't know where he got that skill from. He's 17.
Oh, great. No, that's great.
Yeah, he's writing his own music.
And so much, and it's easier for them to like create things too. Like I can barely work my cell phone, so.
Yeah, technology these days, it's a little different, right?
I know.
Yeah,
but that's
for sure.
That's great. Good for him.
Yeah, super cool. It's cool to see him do that. And so, yeah, I know he was really excited that I was actually going to talk to you. So he was pretty stoked about that.
Well, give him my best. Just tell him, don't go with any preconceived notions, or use your own vision and let that work for you. Don't think that you have to sort of copy anyone else. Because I sure didn't.
Yeah, but that's I think what made you so unique and so fascinating was that it wasn't like other things that were out there, and I think that's what really drew people in, and certainly what I appreciated about the songs that you guys released, and I thought that was great. So we've been
lucky in Athens because we had a lot of friends, and there was nothing to do in Athens at the time. Now it's like it's like Bourbon Street, you know, where they have a bunch of drunk students and buses going, you know, up and down to the bars. Well, maybe not now because of COVID. But there's a good book out called Cool Town, and it talks about that time when we were starting out, and then Pylon and REM and Love Tractor and so many great original bands are still coming from that. So that's something to read. And they just released our show that we did for the US Festival in 1980.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was great, you know, 40 years later or 30 years later. Great. And no, it's 40 years, isn't it? Yeah. I remember when 1980 was 20 years ago. That's what I tell my grandnephews and nieces.
Yep. Makes you feel not as old, right?
I know. If you wanted me to do like video, cell phone video chats, it's like, do you realize how bad unless you're really young, you look really bad on a cell phone.
That's great.
I mean, I don't want to scare people, even though it's Halloween.
Yeah. Fred, we have two questions that we usually like to ask. With our podcast being sprinkled with hope, Jason and I find hope to be a really powerful word for us. But how would you define hope, or what does that mean to you?
Staying connected and joining all the different organizations such as Planned Parenthood, Green America, Public Citizen, getting the High Tower Lowdown, staying informed and then passing all those things on to other people. And because that's what I do. My posts on Facebook are usually rants, uplifting organizations to join, and, you know, cute animal stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you keep ranting about Trump, you have to post like a cat that adopts a spider monkey. So,
good advice.
You just have to really stay involved and not feel like, oh, we're going to lose this election, blah, blah, blah. You know, just don't put your mindset like that.
Yeah, I like that. So the other question that we like to ask is, Fred, what do you, or how would you define love, or what would you say about love, and what is love to you?
Oh, boy. That's I guess love is a passion for your family, friends, and people in general that you just really feel connected to and or really want to help in a lot of ways. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I like that you said that you mentioned passion, and I think that to me goes a long way in anything you do, whether it be songwriting or book writing or whatever. That you just have to follow that passion, and I think you've done that throughout your life. You know, we've had the opportunity to see that passion on our end, which is just listening to your music and those things. You've mentioned some great songs that you've written and helped, so I'm going to check those out as well. And think, you know, I appreciate the time that we've been able to spend talking to you. I really appreciate all you've done and what you do and what you're going to do. So,
well, thank you very much. I mean, that's one thing. The band is always wanted to do something positive. We don't. We basically like Summer Love, the song Dreamland on Good Stuff, Bad Influence, which is basically starts like the negative things going on, and then free yourself, free your mind, free your soul.
Yeah.
That's the side people don't really see of us, is our more political side. I mean, we don't want to hit people over the head with a message, though I don't mind doing that. But we put it in a way that you could really get the lyrics, and Keith is such a great music writer and musician. So it's always been inspiring to work with him, and it's been inspiring to work with Kate and Cindy, because you never know.
This is Sprinkled with Hope. If you liked this episode, please share it with a friend.
If you like our podcast, please give us a review or rating.